Action, yes, very much so indeed. I've watched quite a bit of Wu Yize this week, and also Barry. I've commentated on a couple of his matches, both in great form. You'd say this young man there in your picture, I think he'd be very relieved to be in this year's semi-final. 4-1 down in his last match, but somehow found a way to get over the line. And very similar, you'd have to say, for Barry Hawkins. He played Neil Robertson yesterday. And Neil Robertson absolutely flew against him. Well, as I'm saying that, he crunches a lovely long red in. First pot of the day. It doesn't come any better than that, but yesterday, Neil Robertson, he must have thought what he had to do to win, because he played some unbelievable snooker and found himself 4-3 behind. And Barry was leading, and I don't think he did a 40 break up until the final frame. It was Neil Robertson done all the scoring, but it was Barry who prevailed. And this is a good opening and positive start from the Oak.
Yeah, what a beautiful long red. And the fact that this red is available into the left corner, that'll free up the black now as well.
7.
Wriggled in, just the pace, but I'm not quite sure what he can screw directly back. He maybe play the red into the same pocket. Yes, he can. But yeah, it's always good to start a big match like this, particularly with a good long red, and get in amongst them first.
14.
As the guys were saying, he's been so consistent over the years. Barry Hawkins, wonderful cue action. His whole setup is perfect. Keeps his head lovely and still on the shot.
15.
And as you said, Darren, he played so well against Neil Robertson, a man who's been having a wonderful season. Got through eventually 5-3 in the end. Played superb stuff. Real tough match player stuff. And he's going to have to be on his game today against this young man from China. That's gone wrong.
22.
Maybe that might be a little bit of evidence, that shot there, because the tables, of course, have been recovered. New cloth on it. It's not as... It'll take a little while for the cushions to bed in. A little bit short there. But it's a fascinating encounter. Really looking forward to this afternoon. Great crowd in as well. This beautiful venue here. Crowds have been fantastic, haven't they, Darren, all week?
Barry Hawkins, 22.
Yes, there are many better sights. Lovely full packed audience. And obviously that's great for the players as well. Nothing worse than turning up to play. And there's only a handful of people in the crowd. So it's always great to play in front of a full house.
Yeah, and the great news is that it's going to be back here next year. So we're going to come back 8th to the 14th of February. Tickets on sale. Great to be back. All the players love it here. So that's good news for the tournament. That's a nice little bit of fortune. This makes this safety shot just that little bit awkward now. Yeah, what a performance from this young man last night against Shang Jun. 4-1 down in the last 4 frames, and the fashion he did was fantastic. Won his first ranking tournament this season, and along the way beat Zhang Ande, Judd Trump, Barry Hawkins 6-0 in the quarterfinals. In the semi-finals he beat our current world champion Zhao Xingtong, and then none other than Zhao this year. But he's left Barry a chance here.
One. Eight. 9.
Barry will be looking for some of the form that he showed against Mark Williams, because Mark Williams played extremely well in their match. Doesn't do
70.
anything too spectacular, does he? He just goes about his business. Such an hard match player.
I think they made a great analogy of Barry Hawkins' game, that he's not
24.
the best in the world at any facet of the game, but he's in the top 10% of what he does, and that creates a lot of consistency.
25.
I mean, he scores well. He's got a great safety game. He's got a wonderful temperament, and that's exactly what you need in any top-level sport. Yes, he doesn't win as much as some of the others, or play extravagant shots or anything like that, but he developed a wonderful
30.
strategy and game that can compete with anybody at the top. And he's certainly doing it this week.
31.
Of course, he's been to the final of the World Championship. He's been to the final of the Masters, the UK as well, without getting his hands on those trophies, but keeps putting himself in positions. And considering, Darren, he had such a bad back at the beginning of the week, he was considering not even playing and pulling out before the first round.
Yes, I suffer with a bad back these days, so I can sympathise with him there. That's gone slightly
37.
awry. He has got a red to the left middle, but he's right at the winning line in this game, so he's not going to do anything stupid to give his opponent any kind of a chance to get back into this first frame. I think there's a lot of players out there can suffer with a back, especially the ones that have been on the tour for a long time. Must have, you know, in my situation, a lot of wear and tear, up and down, bending all the time. It can't be good for you over the years.
Well, mistake. So, it's a chance here for Wu Yize. Okay, cue ball close to the cushion, but this red into the left centre, he can just drop it in, hold for pink or black here. No. First real attempt at a pot, and wasn't easy, but didn't expect him to miss it, to be honest. This red does pot at the bottom of this little triumvirate here, just above the black. You can cut this in. He needs an angle on the brown. He's got one. I'm looking for one more red in colour after this brown. Has he got enough of an angle to try and get that cue ball back towards these reds?
I think he's done extremely well to get there. It looked a lot straighter as he's played that shot. He's forced an angle to get that cue ball that far down the table with loads of right hand side. He's left himself a tricky one with the rest. Awkward cue in.
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky, hasn't he, there? Because he's got to use the rest, but he's going to put the rest between the cue ball and the blue, and it's certainly not straightforward. Yeah, It's awkward, this. He may refuse it and play a good safety shot. Just needed to go. Just another revolution of the cue ball would have been perfect. So just a safety.
Barry Hawkins, 5.
Could have played that a little bit better. Trying to get that cue ball tight on the ball cushion. I wonder. Use a have a speculative attempt at this red into the bottom corner pocket.
I think it's definitely worth having a go. If he gets really close, it could wobble and go on the other
Can you
corner
please
pocket.
make sure that phone is switched off or on silent, please?
That was the problem, but he's got a good cue ball, I think. He was close to the pot as well. There you can see he can get through to the edge. He can't get through to the pot inside of the shot. Normally he wouldn't play this red to the right corner. He's got to be careful of the double kiss because it is on. He's done well there. He's played a very good shot.
Yeah, wonderful return from Wu Yize there. Nice little acknowledgement, sportsmanship from Barry Hawkins, tapping the table. He's got him in a bit of trouble here. Got close, didn't it? But he's played it in such a way. He was always leaving the cue ball at the top end of the table here. He's trying to leave it as close to this cushion as possible. Just this red past the pink. He's coming around to have a look at it from the pocket side. It's not a bad idea. It's very, very tight. And should he take it on and miss it, and surely cost him the frame. Maybe more prudent just to lay off this red and try and hide that cue ball in the bulk area once again.
Good length on the cue ball. And again, a very well played shot from Barry Hawkins. Okay, he'd have liked to have been a little bit further towards that back cushion, and he has given Wu Yize a chance at this red to right corner. Real test of cueing. And he's up to the task. What a well-struck shot that was. It's unbelievable, Ken, how the game has changed in our day. You know, you was playing at them as shot to nothing. Now they always play them lightly, so they land this side of the colours.
Yeah, it's much more aggressive, isn't it? There's such wonderful long putters in the game now, and this boy is right up there with the best of them. Now he's got to find a little area here, play on a couple of reds into this bottom right corner pocket.
Yes.
Just asking for the cue ball to be clean, but that looks perfect.
3.
He'd like to play the red to the right of the black here. anywhere along there. He was playing for, well, 3 reds there into this right corner. Even though Barry Hawkins got a 64-point lead before Wu Yize came to the table, that could soon disappear.
4.
Once again, just the new claw, just catching both players out, just a little bit soft with that. Yeah, nicely played. Just, he had to run into those reds to control the cue ball. Oh, it's gone wrong. He tried to bring that red
12.
out. I don't know why. He didn't need to, because there was plenty of room around the back of it. And 52 points behind, he needs a colour. Otherwise, he needs snookers. Yeah, there was no need to take that red out, I felt.
Yes, it wasn't a bad effort, but
12.
it was asking a lot, wasn't it? I'm with you with that, Ken. They do say, don't they, don't try and move a red, off a red. Real miscalculation there, especially when he had no points to play with. Barry Hawkins will take it though.
Yeah, and you could see the red, how far it is away from the left-hand side cushion. There's plenty of room to get behind it. If it was closer to the cushion, wasn't potable, then I would say, yeah, good choice. But in that instant, probably not. So he needs a snooker. Once again, what a wonderful long pot. What a potter he is. And that puts pressure on safety shots from Barry Hawkins for sure when he sees him pot balls like that. He tried to get behind this red, but he's not on it.
7. Wu Yize 7.
That's a very well executed shot. A little swerve from Barry Hawkins, playing with the right hand side. Jess got there. I suppose he always run the risk there if he misses the red and catches the blue.
Yeah, it wasn't easy, that, playing it off the cushion with a bit of pace. Looks good. Very good indeed. And that will secure the first frame for Barry Hawkins. He had his chance, Wu Yize. But it's Barry Hawkins who's going to strike first in this semi-final. This year's Welsh Open.
7.
52 points in the lead. I don't think Wu Yize will come back to the table. I'm sure he'll stay there and get ready for the next frame.
Barry Hawkins 7 on the
He
frame.
gives referee.
Barry Hawkins, he'll be glad with the way that first frame went. Getting us on the way in the second. Well, he played it positively. He was very close to the pot there. But being so close and getting the cannon with the other reds, he's given Barry a nice easy starter. albeit it's not easy to get on a colour. I mean, he'd love that black to go to the right corner. It'd make his life so much easier. That's why he's looking at the red in the green pocket. You can see it's very tight. Doesn't go though. Couple of mil, that's all he'd have been looking for there.
One.
So obviously the pink goes to right centre. I think if the pink then goes on its own spot, it'll be out of action for the foreseeable future. If it doesn't go on its spot, it's going to go directly behind that pack of reds. There's no other spots that are free. But what that does do, it leaves that pack very inviting to go in at some point off the blue. Long way from that at the moment. Lots of loose reds.
Thank you. 7. 8.
Well, he's got an angle if he wants to go into the reds, but don't know whether he will from this shot. He's got a couple of options here. Yeah, there's a few loose reds that he likes around the black there. That could make life easier.
13.
He'd love to be dead straight on this red into this left corner so he could just screw back, but you see the angle on the red, it's not ideal. If it was dead straight, it'd be perfect. He'd screw back and play the black into the same left-hand corner pocket, but he's not on it nicely. If he was screwing back, he'd be running into the black there, so he's going to play an alternative shot here. Red into the left centre, in and out of bulk. Oh,
Barry Hawkins,
poor miss.
13.
It was a chance miss for Barry Hawkins there.
You'd have to say that was a tricky shot as well, Ken, wasn't it? And that left centre is very thin, that red. I'm surprised he didn't play the red he originally looked at and played it off 2 cushions with lots of top down for the blue ball. Obviously, everyone sees the shots differently. What a beautiful picture that is. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's a great shot from the back of the arena here. Oh, this looks good. This looks very good indeed.
Okay, thank you.
Wu Yize just giving the referee, John Pellier, just a chance to have a look down the line. You can see an edge of this red, but if he clips the red, cue ball will be going towards his bottom right corner pocket, so that's no good to him. Can he avoid this pocket here? Oh, he can. He can indeed. Great return. Okay, not into the bulk area, but he's got himself out of trouble there.
And he didn't want the cannon on the brown, and he has left Wu Yize straight line to this red to the left corner. A lot of distance between both balls. Big pot, near enough dead straight. I was going to say never in doubt. He's got that good a cue action. that good a long potter, and he was close.
One.
That was a lovely shot. Beautiful control for Barry Hawkins there to get on that black into the left centre. And the few long reds that his opponent has missed will give Barry a bit of encouragement. He keeps playing some good safety and try and pick him off. So important these early stages, just to stamp your mark on a semi-final and keep your opponent a little bit edgy, a little bit cold in that chair. He hasn't really got in and potted many balls just yet, Wu Yize. Had his chance in the previous frame.
9.
Didn't take full advantage of it. Barry, with all his experience, will know and will be concentrating fully, trying to compound the pressure on that young man.
16. 17.
Well, we always say it, Ken, don't we? You know, you never settle till you get a frame on the board. Until you've chalked that one up, you sat in your chair uneasy. You know, I know it's early in the match, but you would have to say it is slightly concerning for Wu Yize.
24.
But a couple of times this week, he's played a couple of passages within the game that has been absolutely
25.
fantastic. He's got on runs of 3 or 4 frames, you know, without his opponent scoring. So even though he will be a little bit concerned, still loads of time. But he desperately needs to get a few points together
32.
and get himself into this match.
$33.
Barry tried to just stun the red in there and try and dislodge a red from that little bunch just to bring one out, but it hasn't happened. And the angle on this black is not fantastic. Yeah, if he screws back, he'd be hitting the red. He's had a little look at the plant and a red possibly up into the green pocket. Yeah, he was always hitting this red, and it hasn't worked out. He was trying to promote it towards the right centre pocket. We didn't get the right connection
40.
on it. So that looks like end of break. But like in the first frame, he started off with a good lead, but hasn't won the frame in one visit.
Barry Hawkins.
Good with safety.
40.
Well, that nearly went all wrong. He has got this red to the right corner. It's whether he can put his cue to the side of the brown and get enough of the cue ball. We can see he just about can. He's going to have to be careful not to catch the brown. Well, it was a great shot.
4.
It was hard luck really to go in off, but he couldn't do much more other than make the pot.
Yeah, it was beautifully cued, wasn't it? Just to the side of the brown there. A little bit unlucky. But he's afforded an opportunity now to Wu Yize. Can he find a good long pot? The black will be waiting for him. And it'll be a chance for a counter. Oh, well played. That'll make him feel better. Great shot. Let's have a look at this again from a side angle. What a wonderful pot right into the back of the pocket. Beautiful sound when it hits the leather. Well, once again, just that back cushion just catching him out slightly. It's a little bit lower on this black than he would have liked. He's got to make a little connection on one of these reds just above the black to hold the cue ball. He's got the black. Has he got the right connection? He has. Lovely little cannon just to hold it. Left himself a bit to do, but did it very well.
16. $17. 24.
Lovely little kiss there for him. Otherwise, he might have been on nothing. But as it is, he's still in perfect position. As Ken said,
25.
that first good long pot was giving him a chance to get right back into this second frame. Very similar, you'd have to say, to the first frame. On that occasion, he was unable to convert. But he's still going this time around.
Yeah, this is
32.
where the hard work begins after this red. Now, if you can get a nice angle on the black here,
33.
you can try and promote the red that's halfway up the cushion, knock that towards the right centre, and still leave himself on this red into this bottom right corner pocket. He's playing sort of two shots at once here, if you can. Here we go with the red as he knocked it towards the middle. He certainly has. Beautiful shot. What a wonderful shot he's played there.
40.
And now the opportunity is there to steal this frame, and what a big frame it would be. I know it's early days, but frames like this really can just give you that wonderful boost. He was in his chair, he was cold. Barry was doing all the play. All of a sudden, he's got a chance. And now, chance to steal the frame. If you can negotiate this red into the corner. They're all there for him.
Played it very positively, used all the pocket.
41.
By playing it so confidently, guaranteed better position on the black. Be very disappointed if he doesn't go on and win the frame now at this visit. He's done all the hard work. They're sitting there now, absolutely perfect for him.
48.
Just got to make sure gets the cue ball off this side cushion. And he has a little angle on the blue, just to stand down to that yellow.
49.
Well, he's going to leave himself a lot further away from this yellow than he'd have liked. I think this is Barry Hawkins' only chance.
Yellow ball. Brown ball.
Well, he's taking the brown, he's not even taking the blue. Here's a big shot. This shows how confident this young man is. And no problem at all. What a shot.
Well, that is just magnificent.
53.
How well did he cue that? Just stunned it in.
55.
It's one of the hardest shots in the game. That stun run through off the cushion. Perfect position on the yellow. 6 points in the lead, so he needs green, brown and blue.
58.
And what a frame. What a steal to get your first frame on the board there. And this is just magnificent. Barry is so unlucky going in off that time, but well, his opponent taking these.
62.
Yeah, so he was a bit unlucky on the Barry that the cue ball landed where it did, so he couldn't do nothing other than just try and drop the pot in, but it got away from him. But
67.
with that blue going in, that's his second frame secured for Wu Yize. So Barry Hawkins is going to be extremely disappointed. For all intents and purposes, he was looking like he was going to race into a 2-frame to 0 lead. But what a break this has been. Not at all clear, but
now settled right down into this match. He's left Barry this long red, and he can go around the back of the black and the reds. It's close. Oh, where's this red going? Oh, we got a nice kiss. That was favourable. And look where the cue ball is finished. Oh, that's nice. That's one of yours, Darren.
yes, I weren't that lucky, buddy. On another day, he could have left his opponent right in amongst the balls. I think lucky evens himself out throughout the match. This is a good shot played by Wu Yize.
He's got a little problem here. He's blocked the path down this right-hand side. He may be forced into taking this red on, you know. Screwing across the face of the pink here. Go. Oh.
4 were easy.
Well, it's not too bad. I know when the cue ball goes in the pocket, there's lots of oohs and ahs, but it's actually not too bad. It would have been had he left the red. Nothing but you would expect just a safety shot here. I mean, you never know with this young man. He's such a good long putter, but I don't think on this occasion, I think he'd be just playing a nice safety shot back to the bulk area. I think it was a good discussion what the guys were talking about in the studio, because the cloth has changed and it cut them out a little bit in the first frame or two with the cushions and the new cloth. That, like what they do in the Masters, Darren, in Ali Pali, they let the players come out for, 5 or 10 minutes, just a little practice before the match, before the crowd even comes in, or even when the crowd is in, that they have a little practice, a little warm-up and get used to the table. It's not a bad idea. They could have done it here, I suppose.
Yes, well, obviously, I would have thought it's going to be, these conditions with the new cloth will be a little bit stranger to Barry Hawkins more than his opponent due to the last couple of matches. Barry Hawkins has played on the match table, and to be fair, the cushions were bouncing really. The ball was coming off quicker than what it was going on. Like you said, now with the new cloth, cue ball is trapping a little bit, so both players have had to adjust to it. It's probably been more of adjustment for Barry than it's been for Wu Yize. But no, I like you know, I like your view there of letting them go out and having 5 minutes, because the table is different. It's the same as when you get a lower ranked player having a run in a tournament. He always plays on the outside tables. He only gets to play on the match tables or table 1 when it comes then to the quarters or the semis. So on that table, it shouldn't, but it always plays different. It's exactly the same cloth, same tables, heaters, lights, everything. But for some reason, table 1 always plays different to the rest. Big advantage.
And some good safety being played. Yeah, and of course, if you're playing like a higher seed, and you're a lower ranked player, the higher seed may have had the advantage of playing on the table a couple of times, which Barry Hawkins has had. Played Mark Williams here, and of course Neil Robertson in the last round. Oh, there's another good safety shot here from Barry Hawkins. Finding the right-hand side of that red. Well, there's the Lord and Lady Muston. Always love coming to the snooker. Very welcome. Just got married this year. Congratulations to both. And I'm sure they're both delighted that the Welsh Open will be back here in Llandudno next year, as we all are, I think, Darren. And a lot of this crowd will be as well. The crowds have been fantastic, haven't they, from day one?
Yeah, absolutely. I had the pleasure of playing in Newport and Cardiff, you know, which was probably the home of the Welsh Open, and it's moved here 3 or 4 years ago. And I haven't been lucky enough to play here, but I've been lucky enough to commentate and be part of the BBC team. And I got to be fair, other than the 4 or 5 hour drive from South Wales to North Wales, once I'm here, it's absolutely fantastic. I think it's so good for your well-being. You can get out on the pier, the water, the beach, walk down to the pier, wind in your ear. I was going to say wind in your ear. Unfortunately, I got no ear, so so that one don't really apply to me. But for the well-being, for the well-being and the health aspect of it, I love it. I love it here in Llandudno.
Good pot, nicely on the blue. Trying to get on one of these reds, just into this bottom right corner pocket. The 2 reds that are close together, I think the top red of those will pot. Yeah, maybe even the bottom red of the 2 will pot as well. And if it does, he can hold for the black here. Well, he didn't want to hold for the black, try to get top side of the blue, which he has done, so that's okay. Yeah, that red just to the right of the black, that's the one he'd love to get on. I mean, he has an angle to go into the pack of reds here. Wouldn't be a bad idea. He's gone into them, and how's his luck? He didn't hit them with a lot of pace.
12.
Looks like he's on at least one red into this. Yeah, they didn't move that much, did they? But he's okay. As long as you're on one, that you can keep the break going. There you see it. Just enough room. Nicely played.
13. $19.
Yeah, this time he's left a nice angle on the black that he could just play into the bottom of these reds, still hold for the red into the bottom right corner pocket, but just to dislodge a couple of reds here. He won't be happy with that connection. He's just lost the cue ball. Needed fuller contact on those.
27.
Stop the cue ball in its tracks.
$28.
Just got to make sure now in the pot of this blue, in between brown and green, cue ball should look after itself. Just got to make sure of the pot, which he's done. He could have done with probably another 6 to 12 inches
33.
run with that cue ball. He's got a red to this right corner with the rest. A little bit of pressure on this one. If he goes in, he'll be nicely on the black, but if he misses, he'll be giving his opponent a nice easy starter. Like all top players, very, very confident with the rest.
34.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best players. He's right again.
41.
Expecting a bit more of a bounce off this top cushion. And certainly catching both players out. And you see, he needed that cue ball up another couple of inches higher. That's a poor shot from Barry Hawkins. If he plays the one into the left corner, well, it's missable. He couldn't do anything.
42.
And that's end of break. And he'd be so disappointed. He got himself into a wonderful position there, positionally, and then just from that black. And now he's got a problem of trying to hide this, the red, both left and right, into the corner pockets. That's why he's not going back to the bulk area.
Barry Hawkins, 42.
So same pattern, this third frame as the previous two. Barry Hawkins built up a lead in the first, gave his opponent a chance, which he didn't materialize. Second frame, big lead. His opponent got given the opportunity, cleared up to level this match. And all of a sudden, this third frame looked like it was going straight to Barry Hawkins. And you would have to say, as Kenneth said, it was a poor positional shot. Okay, got caught out a little bit with a cushion. Just tried to be a little bit too clever with his positioning. And now he's in a little bit of trouble. And the balls, you would have to say again, if Wu Yize was to get in, the balls are in a nice spot.
Forced a mistake. Yeah. Just having a look. Is this blue potable past the yellow? I think it is. He's just trying. He'd love to have the black back on its spot. I mean, that would be ideal. He could leave the cue ball where the red is and leave a little bit more of a difficult black, but at least the black would go back on the spot if you could pot it into that yellow pocket. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. To win the frame, you would expect him to get that black on the spot from this position. Trying to go around the cushions.
1.
He's got blue or black here. I think he'll take the blue. Maybe try and come down for one of these reds into the bottom right corner.
You won't see much better cueing than that. What a fantastic strike on that blue there.
6.
He didn't hold back on this one. That's about as good as it gets. Nicely on the next red. He'd love to get that black down this end, back on his own spot. We might see him play up for that here. Well, he's played for the pink.
7.
It's very deceiving when you look at it. It didn't look like there was that much room from there, but as you can see, a nice clear path. A little bit of work to be done around the pink spot, but if he can move this red that's just to the right with this shot, which he's done, all of a sudden, with all these reds, he could just concentrate on taking the pink.
13.
Make his life a lot easier. It's the real opportunity, this.
Yeah, he's on one of these reds beneath the pink here. You see. Just got to negotiate the pathway by these reds on the right hand side. Made a mistake. He's made a mistake.
14.
And he's going to need a good shot here. The black is his option here, but he needed to just miss this red.
Black ball.
We've got a wonderful view right down the line. Oh, he's trying to, just digging down. The two reds were just slightly in his way. He had to hit down on the cue ball. Now you see the way he's bridging over that red. He was afraid of like maybe hitting it. He had to hit down on the cue ball, made it a little bit more difficult, that pot.
Wu Yize just crunched, blew into the green pocket, and I said that was as good as it gets. Well, that last shot was every bit as good, if not better. Absolutely played to perfection.
Six.
Have a look at this shot. Just watch him, the way how still he stays on the shot, Barry Hawkins. Head or chin doesn't move off the cue. Just cued it beautifully. Always a
7.
wonderful lesson for young players coming into the game, to how still you must stay on the shot. Just helps with consistency of the cue and keeping that cue nice and straight. Nice view of his back arm as well. Just a little pause on the back arm
13.
before he strikes the cue ball as well. He's got a nice little pause.
14.
Get a quick glance at the score. 38 points in the lead. Blue will be 43 with 43 remaining, but shouldn't be a problem for Barry Hawkins here. And he'd be a little bit relieved. He thought this frame was going to go
19.
like the previous one where he got in, built up a lead, made a mistake, but this time Wu Yize
20.
didn't convert.
$26. 27.
A little bit similar to his quarter-final match yesterday against Neil Robertson. Not making any big breaks of any note, but until maybe at the end of the match he did, but he's still very consistent. This was the black, just the way he was bridging over these reds.
33.
Those reds were out of the way. There's no way, I don't think he was missing that black, but
35. 38. 42.
2 breaks of
Yes, interval after this fourth frame. And I'm sure Wu Yize will be trying his very, very best to go into that mid-session. 2 frames all. So again, tempted at this right corner to get a bigger percentage of these than what they miss. But again, which is unusual for that young man. He's normally very, very competent and diligent long potter. He's missed a couple now of Barry's break-off, which will be worrying times for him. Obviously, the longer the tournament goes on, the deeper into the tournament you go, the better you want to get. He's been making them kind of pots all tournament. So this is a good opportunity for Barry.
One.
Probably the only thing that Barry isn't doing at the minute, Ken, is scoring, isn't it? He's hitting lots of like 30s and 40s. He did have that one break in the final game, as we've already said, against Neil Robertson yesterday, but that's the only thing really he's struggling with, is the scoring department. Everything else is good.
yeah, absolutely. He hasn't won a frame in 1 visit. It's sort of always in 2 visits. I mean, he's made 2 breaks at 42, a 40, and a 37.
7.
So he'd like to sort of, you know, brush that up a little bit. But in every other department, he's been, you know, quality. Safety's been good.
8.
He's sort of forcing errors, isn't he? He's forcing his opponent to take those long pots on, and I think it's the only worrying thing, that if the game goes a little bit close and if Barry's not, you know, winning frames in 1 visit, his opponent will do.
14.
You know, but at the moment, got a wonderful chance now to try and rectify that little stat.
15.
He's got plenty of loose reds here. Oh, there's a good shot, a very aggressive shot. Didn't have to go into the pack there, but he had a lovely angle on the black.
22.
Split some more reds into play. It could have been nicer. I don't think he can do a lot with the cue ball because he's bridging over a red here. It's a bit of a stretch. So he can only just drop this red in. Can he dig down on the cue ball and just stop the cue ball exactly where the red is? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, there you see. He may just have to just drop this in dead weight. Yeah.
23.
Which means that he's left with a bit more of a difficult pot now. And if he plays into another red to try and hold the cue ball, well, this makes this black missable. He's got to be careful here.
Yes, I suppose it's, if the two reds just below the pink go to the left corner. I'm sure he's tried to get the cannon
30.
there on the red, but he's found the gap. And I think he's landed nicely on this red to the left centre. I think it's tight, but I think he can get through to it. So no
31.
damage done, but top pros, Ken, they don't miss a trick, do they? He took that opportunity with the black to go into him and open everything up, which he'd done. It nearly went slightly wrong, but now it's worked out perfectly for him.
$36.
It was a long red attempt from Wu Yize that went wrong. He was playing it, trying to get around the angles. Kissed the red, left the cue ball down this end of the table.
$37.
Nicely top-sided the blue. Play for possibly 3 reds here.
$42.
Oh, thought he missed it for a minute. It was a little bit wide. But that's his highest break so far of this semi-final. But there's certainly more to come.
$50. Yes, and the thing is, Ken, the people looking at home and watching on telly, they'll be looking at thinking the pockets are big when they see how it went in that corner pocket, and that's so far from the truth. They're so tight, these pockets. I tried to tell the members in my club, they don't realise how tight the pockets are. I suppose what don't help the pros that are playing, the cameras that are in the pockets showing the slow motion and what you can do these days to in my day. It's not a fair reflection. And again, that's White this feet as it's gone to that right corner, but he's very close now to the winning line.
58.
In this fourth frame, just a couple of shots away from securing it.
Yeah, we talked about
59.
winning frames in one visit, and that's what really puts pressure on your opponent. He's almost there. That was a lovely shot. Just played it off 2
64.
cushions. Lovely control.
$65.
This black will leave Wu Yize leading Snookers. Well played by Hawkins. Much better. Yeah, Wu Yize, well, it was a long red he went for. This was it. Tried to get the cue ball back down towards the ball. Oh, well, hold on a second.
Barry Hawkins, 72.
Wu Yize will definitely come back to the table now. What a miss from Barry Hawkins. Okay, 2 snookers required, but he still has a chance that he shouldn't be given. Could be a little bit of play left in this frame just yet.
1.
And particularly, Darren, where that red is and next to the green. Look at this. Just all he has to do is pot this red, frame over.
Yes. I think he just took it too easy, that red in the middle. Didn't think he could miss. Well, he's missed the black by a lot.
I bought it a long, long time ago for £2, would you believe? I still think I was overcharged for it. But yeah, lovely piece. That man made your cue, did he, there, Mr. Lonigan?
Well, to be fair to John Lonergan, he didn't make my cue. My cue's ultimate with John Paris, but he put it right for me a few months ago. All the balance in my cue had gone
1.
totally kaput, Ken, and the cue was, well, it was rubbish really. It had gone rubbish, and I same as what Dominic said, and Rianne, I'd swapped cues, went to an ash cue. I've always played with maple. Anyway, I give him a phone call and said, look, is there any way we can address the balance? 2 days later, I had the cue back. He took all the weight out, put it further back in the cue, and cue was nice again. So I can't really thank John Lonergan enough. He's a good man, knows what he's talking about. Very good cue maker indeed.
8.
Just wanted a short answer, Darren, really.
Well, okay. Well, what can I say? Absolutely distraught now, that's, you know. And there's another fantastic cue maker in Wales as well called Trevor White, who's been synonymous with a lot of the top players. But yeah, interesting article.
9.
Great pot with Barry Hawkins, but he was never going to be able to hold the cue ball there for the black. So you'd have to say he's probably going to be slightly disappointed when you think that first opening red he knocked in was so good. He's only making 9. But he's kept control of
Barry
the table.
Hawkins,
He's got a good cue
9.
ball tight under that bottom cushion.
Is this red going over this right middle pocket? It is. I think it's cuttable. Barry will come around and have a look at it. Got to try and direct the cue ball between green and brown if you can. Yeah. And he's got the gap as well.
1.
And nicely on the blue. So an error from his opponent. Unforced, you'd have to say, and another chance for Barry to accumulate some points here.
I was talking to Barry in the
6.
mid-session interval while he was enjoying his cup of tea. I asked him about this table today with a new cloth, and he said it's absolutely beautiful. But he said it's catching him out because the cue ball's trapping like it should do with a brand new cloth off the cushions. He said the last couple of matches, obviously very springy bounces. And he said, keep forgetting the clock's been changed. You're playing it like you would, and then there's no bounce. But he said the table is absolutely beautiful. Slippery, he said, with the balls and everything. Conditions top notch.
If the red is available in the bottom right corner, there you see it's very tight, possibly not. So he can't get on that red. Oh, he's trying to knock the red off the cushion. He's played that absolutely perfectly. Lovely shot. Had to hit it from the back.
13.
He's running out of options here, so he needs an angle when potting this red off any colour to try and disturb the pack of reds. Oh, that's not too bad.
14.
He's got a lovely angle on the brown. The cue ball just held up enough. So one cushion just before the middle pocket and crash into those reds beneath the pink. He's got to miss that red next to the pink. Just that little small triangle would be perfect. Here we go. How's your look? It's not too bad. Could have been nicer.
18.
Yes, he's having to take this more trickier red to the right corner to get the cue ball out of there. He's played it well.
19.
A little bit thinner on this blue than he would have liked. He'd like to have been a little bit straighter. That's why he's having a little look at the brown. You still say the blue's got to be the ball. Could play a controlled little screw into the pink and the red. Might drag through the gap. Well, he's played the little controlled shot, and as long as he can get through that red to the left corner, that'll be okay.
24.
There we can see he's just about on it. Just having a little look now to see if the black will pass the pink and the red to that right corner. It's tight. I think it does go, but might see him go up for the blue. That's what he's done. This looks very good. So this is turning into
25.
a great chance for Barry Hawkins. Straight after the interval. It's amazing. Sometimes the interval changes the game. Person that had all the fluency, and before the interval comes back and he changes slightly, but he's looking at the moment that he's carrying on where he finished off. But
30.
Yeah, he's going to have to do it with blues at the moment. So there's a bit of work to be done. As long as he keeps finishing top side of the blue, that's so important here.
31.
That's okay. And he can play on these two reds just to the right of the pink spot here into this bottom right corner pocket.
$36.
We have a list of his breaks. Highest break so far, 72.
37. Can somebody please switch our phone off or put it on silent?
The dreaded phone.
42. $43.
I hope that noise we heard then, Kenny, wasn't someone dropping their phone, because if it was one hell of a big phone.
He really has picked these off beautifully, hasn't he? I mean, he's had to work
48.
really hard with the cue ball, but his control was being excellent. As I said, it was so imperative to keep
49.
topside of the blue, but every single time his positional success now in this match is up to 92%. That was the important one, and he's got a lovely little cannon on the red as well. What a beautiful shot from Barry Hawkins. And this
55.
will be the... Have a look at this. It's worth another look. Look right down the line, just over the pink spot. Perfect. And this is more like it, isn't it, Darren, from Barry Hawkins? Good break in the last 72.
60.
A frame and a break in this one, 69 and counting.
Yes, he's on the ascendancy, isn't he? Straight into the middle of the pocket. Ominous signs for Wu
61.
Yize, you would have to say. In first three frames followed all the same sort of pattern, didn't it? Barry getting in first, building a lead, and then giving his opponent a chance to get back in. But the last couple of frames have been very
66.
clinical indeed.
Yeah, and it was a misplaced safety shot, wasn't it? Just calling all pockets. Not this time.
Happy so far with the way this match has gone. He won't be too happy with that break off, because he's left a chip on the red to the left centre, and a very similar long red that Wu Yize has played into that right corner off the last two break-offs of Barry and missed. So he's taken the one to the left centre. It's thin. He needs this cue ball to travel. Well, he has given himself a shot on this yellow to the right centre, but it's not easy. Might even be going for it in the corner pocket. There you go, dead, near enough dead straight. And he's missed. Just not quite happening for the young man at the moment. In a very similar position in his last match, 4-1 down. Managed to get back into the match and somehow win it to get into the semi-final. Obviously, first to 6 today in the semi-final, so you got a little bit of more breathing space. But he won't be happy with the way things are going. He's not quite firing just yet.
No, Barry, with all his experience, will of course pick up on that. He's kept them cold in that chair. That's a nice little bonus, the black pots into this corner pocket. He can maybe hold for the red that he's closest to. He can come off to a couple of cushions and play for red into the left corner as well. It'd be interesting to see, will the black re-spot on its own spot, or is it covered? Looks like there's enough room for it to come back on its spot. And it's potable as well, so that helps.
9.
A little bit short of pace this time
12.
with the cue ball. And pot in the red with the rest. He's going to have to try and use the other red. Get that cue ball back up towards the blue. Well, I was trying to get so much bottom on there
Hawkins,
to get right
12.
into that cue ball.
Yeah, he just was digging down on it. What's worse, he's left an easy opener here, and of course that black is potable. I hope he hasn't done any damage to the tip. Having a look at it there. Oh, lovely shot. Could have done with a little bit more backspin on that cue ball.
8.
But first opportunity straight into the reds. Now he's got to negotiate when potting this red, just the connection on the black, the bounce off the cushion if he's going to try and hold for the black. Just has to be judged nicely. Oh,
9.
it's not great. Yeah, shake of the head. It's not the little cannon that he wanted, so this is a little bit more difficult, tricky. And he's bridging over a red as well. This is horrible.
Good shot. Unless this red goes to the right centre, he's going to be a little bit
16.
unfortunate. What a great pot that was on that black. He's having a good look. It's very, very tight. On a club table, you'd be able to play this slow, and the nap would drag the red into the middle pocket. Obviously, these tables, they're so slick. There's hardly any nap, if any, on them. But in goes the red. Another great shot. Back in perfect position. That miscue. They say turning points in matches.
Well, there you see, he hasn't had much table time. 35% as opposed to Barry Hawkins, 65. Always when you've been kept in your chair, and when you do get the opportunity, it becomes that little bit more difficult. But the few pots he's pulled out give him a little bit of confidence, but this is a sort of a must
31.
win frame from you would feel, and this opportunity itself needs a little split on those reds. Because none of those reds, the 5 reds together, none of them pot. Can he get the angle on the black here?
32.
Trying to finish low, he's got the angle, so this could be the key shot. If you can pot this, knock a red out into the potable, split these reds nicely. Oh, is he on one?
39.
Not the best connection, was it? Just didn't get into the cue ball enough. May have to play this red down into the green pocket.
Yes, I think he caught the first red, didn't he? He wanted the one in the middle. He wanted to catch that one full ball, and he just got the one to the left first. But again, another great pot.
40.
He's a little bit unfortunate. That red's blocked his path to the black. So he's going to take another real good shot if he wants to continue this little effort. And this is not easy. Got to be careful to miss the cannon on the green. That was the problem. Pot was hard enough, so he couldn't really do a lot with the cue ball being tight on that side cushion. That green was always
45.
in play, unless he played it with a lot more pace and changed the angle of how the cue ball would have come off the blue. Another good pot needed. And there it is.
46.
Oh, what a shot. He's potted some wonderful balls in this match so far, but that is right up there with the best of them. That was just beautifully cued. Back in prime position. What a wonderful break. And he's shown a lot of temperament, great temperament and fortitude
53.
here, the young man. I said he hasn't had a lot of table time. Came back so well in his match
54.
last night against his fellow countryman, Zhang Zhun. He's 4-1 down, won by 4.
$59.
48 points in the lead, so this red and the colour will be enough. And what
60.
a wonderful break this has been. Barry, well, it was a miscue from him. Well played, young man. Well played. Great break. Here's the miscue. Just digging down on it.
67.
No problem playing left-handed.
68.
And it sounds it sends a little signal as well to Barry.
75.
Not that he didn't know already how good this young man is, but the fact that his head hasn't dropped,
76.
that's a great sign. Highest break of the semi-final so far now. He might be able to bring the yellow
83.
into play here off this red if he's got the angle. Tried to. Oh, such a shame.
Easy, 83.
Yes, no sense.
Well, he's got a good length with the cue ball, but this red is available. Barry having a look at that tip and just making sure, just putting a bit more extra chalk on it. Looks okay. Taken off the tip. Needs a bit of cover. Is he going to get it? I don't think he is. Ooh. Well, what's his bridging like around that green? Is it going to affect him? Or can he just get enough cue on it? He can. He's okay.
One.
Oh. I'd be disappointed with that. I just wanted it out past the ball colours. That yellow has blocked the path to the brown. So big shot he's going to take on. Doesn't refuse these blues, but there's pressure on it. What pressure. What pressure. What a shot. And what a courageous shot to take on. Brilliant.
6.
And all of a sudden, the momentum within this match is switching. It was all Barry Hawkins. Like I said, turning points.
7.
And all of a sudden, Wu Yize is in full flow and looks absolutely full of confidence.
Measure it a minute, please.
Yeah, it's amazing how things can change very quickly. I don't think the pink, yeah, the pink doesn't spot, so it goes up onto the highest available, which is the yellow. But as you can see,
13.
he's got 5 reds in the open around the black here.
14.
Just love his confidence and his exuberance. Didn't think twice about that blue. It didn't come into his mind about rolling up behind the yellow. Just
21.
got down and played the positive shot. Fantastic.
22.
As I said earlier, he's
29.
a prolific scorer and he doesn't hang about. A couple of times this week he's run 3 or 4 frames off, playing one visit snooker. You know, they've called it the snooker from the
30.
gods. A couple of times this week been used with Wu Yize's name. I mean, last year he had 44 centuries. This year he's already up to 51 and counting. You know, that's some great play there. Career centuries 132. I can remember in our day there wasn't 16 players that had made 100 centuries. You look at it now, it's in
37.
depth. It's just unbelievable the standard that they're all playing to.
38.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. Barry will sit in his chair there, hoping to come back to the table. A little bit low on the black, just once again. But it doesn't have to go into the pack. He can play for the loose red just to the right of it.
$45.
And once again, imperative that he gets top side of the blue. If he plays for it, may play for the black as well. It's a possibility. Blue it is. How's the side?
46.
It's perfect.
$51. $52.
So off this black, he'll be playing for the loose red. But he is going to need another red out of that cluster to put this frame beyond doubt. Now, if he's finished low on this red, he might be able to develop.
59.
Might be able to play a little punch run.
60.
So this is the shot. Needs one more red after this black, so he's going to have to develop them. Golden rule, make sure of the black. Do not take your eye off the pot. Well, that's gone a little bit wrong.
67.
Well, he's just had a look at, there's a couple of reds in a line, but sort of looked up to the heavens. Yeah, that's plant is be very, very risky. He only needs one red. But the problem is, if he takes the plant on and misses it, he may leave the red in the jaws of the pocket. He's got to be wary of that. There is a big target, though. Pink, yellow, brown in the bulk area. There's cover. This is not straightforward. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
68.
That was the red he needed. Yeah, and that extra 6 points will come in handy. 74, which is 67 remaining. Oh, I think Barry will stay in his chair and give the nod.
Wu Yize's charge and stop the rod. Albeit it's only 2 frames, but he knows his opponent have started getting a good head of steam. He's missed 2 balls, I guess, off 2. Get the 100.
Well, someone's made Dominic angry. Mr. Angry. He might turn green in a minute. There's no chance of Barry taking this red on, because you can't get around digging down on that cue ball. It's just too risky. Just play. Maybe you can take a safety shot.
Having a good look at that red just above the black. If it goes to the green pocket, he's got a free shot at this one. And it does go. He's just got to make sure in playing it he doesn't catch the red just to the left. He's going to have to get into the cue ball. Might be a little bit tight to miss the cannon on the red. Yeah, that's all I can think. So he's going to play the safety. Just go slip past the green. Yeah, that's okay there.
Oh, wow. You're kidding me.
What?
You're kidding me. What a pot he's pulled out there. Well, I can't believe he even went for that red. I thought he was playing a safety shot here. Have a look at this for a shot.
8.
Wow.
9.
And you could see Barry's reaction. He couldn't believe it.
Well, I even said, didn't I? Barry'll be quite happy where he's put the cue ball there. That's okay. And then he knocks in that red from there. Well, Barry knows how fantastic a shot that was. Well, if we were wondering whether
17.
that little spell of safety was going to knock him out of his rhythm, early signs are it's a big fat no.
$24. $25. Give me my name.
Yeah. Pink spot unavailable, so John Pellier just asking Wu Yize just for a moment so he can position the pink closest to his own spot in line with the black and the top cushion. Of course, it can't be touching any of the reds,
31.
so that's pretty good. And that sort of takes the pink away from the pack, which is, if in a few moments' time that Wu Yize gets a nice angle, maybe the blue. And that pink was in the way before, but now it's certainly not. So he may play up for the red. He's got a choice, the two loose reds, of course, but the red that's closest to the blue, that might be the best shot, best ball to play on next. Because you can get top side of the blue from this quite comfortably. And then leave a nice angle
39.
to go into the pack of reds. Well, he's got the lovely angle. He doesn't have to hit these extremely hard because the loose red into the left center, but just one good shot. Hit the apex ball, full ball here. Well, no. Maybe he didn't have the proper angle. So he's waiting for a different opportunity.
45.
That was a little bit surprising.
Yes, he needs to land eye on this black. So he's coming off the back cushion up into these reds. It's not a good pack to go in directly from the black. Well, of course, you can do that.
46.
And that's worked out to absolute perfection. I didn't see that one.
Don't think anybody did that. What the result as well with that pink. I mean, he couldn't have foreseen that the pink was going to go there, but I'll certainly take it.
$52.
Yeah, just sticking to his policy that, you know, he's not afraid to take the big shots on. Nothing Barry could have done with that. Long red. And even that shot with potting the red, cue ball going into the reds. Wonderful confidence in the young man. Really is. It's incredible snooker. Breaks of 83, 74, 122. 58 and counting.
59.
Wow.
59.
Just didn't see that come in at all. Frame at his mercy. He cannot believe it. He's done all the hard work and he's thrown Barry Hawkins a lifeline. Barry was just checking he could pot this red and drag back past the black. And if he can, it's all about this next shot. Red to black.
1.
So, if this black goes in, he lands favourably on one of these reds, he's got a chance not only to steal this frame, at worst, get right back in it. And that is absolutely perfect. We talk about turning points. Will he add that miscue that put Wu Yize on the charge? Could that relatively easy miss black?
9.
He's thrown Barry Hawkins a real lifeline here.
$16. 17.
Those two reds are perfect. Around the pink into this bottom right corner pocket. Even that red towards the left hand side cushion, there's plenty of room behind it. Somewhere in a few shots time that he can get in behind that and play for corner or maybe the right centre pocket. Just concentrate on these couple of reds first.
$25.
Well, he's got the nice angle on the black. He could play for the red next to the pink. He could also play for this red close to the left-hand side cushion. He's played for the red on the left hand. Needs to slow down. He's played it well. He's played it very well indeed.
32. $33.
Decided to go up for a ball colour. Couldn't hold for the blue. Now this is a big shot. If he could play right-handed, he'd play the brown, but he can't. He's got to force this screen in, or maybe screw down, put the red into the left centre. Down the line. Oh, it looks good, this. It looks very good indeed. Excellent shot from Barry Hawkins.
46.
Couldn't have played that much better.
Yes, I think this is Wu Yize's last chance in this frame. If this red goes in, I think it'll be a formality that Barry Hawkins will clear up. Well, he used all the pocket. He needs the cue ball to slow
37.
down. Wow. Just cannot believe that's gone wrong for him. I thought the only chance that Wu Yize had was if he missed the red to the centre. Not for 1 minute did I think that Barry Hawkins would lose position there.
Yeah, and
Barry
it's just
Hawkins, 37.
that's all he could do. He couldn't really do much more. Could have rolled up closer to the brown, but that was just a bit of tension in the back arm from Barry Hawkins. Bit of adrenaline over hitting Oh, well, hold on. Oh, this could have been easier. Pink slightly in the way. Yeah, this is not easy. Pink was just a little bit to the left or right. He'd have a clear shot at this yellow. I don't think he can attempt taking this yellow on. It's just too risky hitting down on the cue ball. Wait for a better chance. He's played a good safety.
Got distance between both balls, but he has given Barry an half chance. This yellow to the left corner. Cue ball will naturally be coming back down towards the green. Straight into the middle of the pocket. He needs a nice kiss on the green. And he'll take that.
Yeah, that was a great shot. A lovely little kiss, okay. No, I'll have a look at this again though. Beautifully found. It's a natural angle, this green. It's not too bad. Okay, he's using extended rest extension, but it's a natural angle off two cushions. Well played.
Five.
Just rolled on a little bit further than he would have liked. I'm not quite sure where he can stretch to this, or he needs the rest. No, he needs the rest. Normally quite proficient with the rest, so shouldn't be a problem, but there's pressure, of course, on every shot now. No problem. And the cue ball is okay. It's going to finish on the right side of the blue. Well, what a frame. Yize was in with 59. Missed the black off his spot when the frame was at his mercy. Barry Hawkins has come back. Here's the black. Pink and black for a wonderful steal. Pink is there, and he's nicely on the black.
20.
And what another twist in the tail. Black to go 5-4 up. Well played, Barry Hawkins.
Well, a different kind of break from Barry Hawkins that time. I think that's because he keeps leaving the red to the right corner, but again, even though he's changed his break off there, he's caught that yellow and he has left this red to the right corner again. But Wu Yize can't wait to be coming to play this kind of a shot. 5-4 behind now, knowing you should be 5-4 up. He hit it well. He's given Barry Hawkins a nice early starter. I'm sure if he'd won that last frame and hadn't missed that black, that long red would have gone in. Oh, what a crisp hit from Barry Hawkins there. That was right into the back of the pocket.
Six.
Yeah, that red just to the left of the black is slightly in the way.
Seven.
But a reverse side, but he's overdone it slightly. May have to take it into this bottom right corner pocket. Just going to take the green, but this will be some shot. A lot of screw back. Cue ball's got to travel a good distance. Well, he struck this lovely. That's a great shot. Well played. Well played.
10.
There's the cue ball to travel. I think he's just about okay. He's just managed to get top side of the blue. That was another great shot. Needs to find the gap for this red to the left of the black, and I think that's just about perfect.
16.
These next couple of shots are going to be so important. Has to leave yourself now a nice angle on the black to go into that cluster of reds.
Now
if you sat in Wu Yize's corner, he'll be hoping this goes wrong. And I think it has. I don't think he's on anything there.
24.
I think he had too much purchase on that cue ball. Really needed to probably stun into them with less screw, because cue ball just came back towards him and nothing available into the left centre, unfortunately for Barry. Just trying to find good safety here. Try and contain that young man in his chair. Not give him a look at the pot.
Barry Hawkins, 24.
It's okay.
Well, he already had a little look, didn't he? He'd love to take the red to the left corner if he can get past the green. He's having a little look. There we can see that red is on. It's not easy. He's had a little look at the plant, which is really fraught with too much danger, I would feel. So he's electing to play the safety. Can't blame him. Needs to make sure he gets a good cue ball.
Well, he's left this red. If you can screw the cue ball over towards that right centre pocket, he'd be on pink or blue. Is he going to take it on? Shaping up for it. He's taking it on. Oh, what a shot. Well, he played for the black instead. but right into the heart of the pocket from Barry Hawkins.
That was a very similar red he's potted there to the red he potted against Mark Williams to put Mark Williams out of this year's championship, but it was into the other corner pocket. And again, absolutely. First long one he's potted for a while, 1 out of 4. But what a crisp pot, as you said. Well, needs another good pot. That hasn't quite gone to plan. He is on a couple of the reds.
8.
But you do feel if he can just pull one more good pot off and get good position, it could be his frame and match winning opportunity. There's nothing easier. It's a thin snick on both reds.
Yeah, I think I like this shot better. Going up the bulk area, it sort of takes a bit of pressure off this shot. Yeah, he's on it. Yeah. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, wow.
Barry Hawkins 8. 4.
Too much soil
Wu Yize.
on the cue ball. How many twists and turns are we going to have in this semi-final? He was hoping to be on yellow or green there, playing off 3 cushions. Amazing what can happen on the snooker table. Wu Yize will be so relieved to get back to the table here. Can he find a good safety shot up behind that yellow and brown? It's a big target.
Such an attacking player, Wu Yize. I can't see him refusing this long red. A couple of ways of playing it. He can play it with top spin or deep screw. I think he'll definitely be going for it. He hit it well. He hit it well. But he has given a 1.5 chance to Barry. Full conviction on there. Or will we try and see Barry do a clever shot here and just try and stun into the black and develop the black? Or does he go full out? Try and screw past the black down for the pink or the blue. Well, he's played the control shot and he's played it very well. That might be a match winner.
Yeah, good call, Darren. It was the right shot to play. Less pace on the cue ball and yourself a better chance, but execute it beautifully. Playing for the red into the right centre. And once again, look at adrenaline.
8.
He's overscrewed that by a good 6 or 7 inches. Now he's got to find a good pot here. Yeah, well played. And back in prime position now. So they're all there for him.
$16.
Oh,
17.
wow. I thought he missed it. Wow. I thought he missed that. Oh, he's missed a little cannon. Hold on. Hold on. Hold our horses.
24.
He's missed the cannon. It was straightforward. The frame match at his mercy. He's going to need to pull a good one out now. It's a right smile, but that was a straightforward shot with Barry Hawkins. Have a look at the gap. The cue ball's gone through it. Any sort of connection on that red. Frame match over. Not yet.
As we've already said, he's very, very confident in the rest department. Okay, he's lost the cue ball.
25.
He's not quite safe in the frame that he needs. But he's got a chance now to put a colour safe and to get a good cue ball. He'd love to just be able to roll that yellow to the side cushion and white right up in behind the brown. I don't know whether he'll be able to stop the cue ball, so he's playing the green instead. It's all about getting the green on a side cushion. And he's not going to be happy with that shot. That green should have been tight on that side cushion. Should have sacrificed the cue ball a little bit there. But he's had his chance to put this match away, and he's failed at his first attempt. So will he get another chance? That's the question.
Well, the answer is yes. It's a long red. Size yourself up for it. And just try and keep that cue nice and straight here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I think it's going to stop short, is it, for the yellow? Is it going to stop short? No, it's not. So it'll be another little roll up behind the brown here. 54 ahead, 59 remaining. Wu Yize in big, big trouble.
Barry Hawkins, 1. Thank you.
You feel it's a must hit here. Okay, you can afford 1 4-point foul, but you really like to just hit a red. It's hope that you can get it safe. There we go. Has he got it safe? He has, you know. He's got it safe. Would you believe it? Is this red potable? Well, the red may be potable, but it's risky. If he misses it, he'll leave his opponent in. He may take it on, leave the cue ball somewhere near the ball cushion. Play it a bit firmer. Now he's gone for the slow roll, but if he missed it, he was always leaving Wu Yize a chance. Now, big question, does this red pass the other red into the yellow pocket? I think there's enough room, but certainly far from easy. Yeah, it wasn't a bad choice. Take that red away from the cushion, bring it out into the open.
He's having a look at this pot, isn't he? He knows one good pot. Everything is there. This is going to have to be a terrific pot. Well, Barry's come to the table, and I don't think he can get the angle of that red to the left corner, so that's worked out okay for Wu Yize. There is that red towards this green pocket, but Barry would have thought then when he missed that red, he was going to have a nice, easy one to finish this match. This is far from easy. Hasn't got to do anything with the cue ball. Just make sure of the pot.
Oh, great pot. And that could be it for Barry Hawkins. And what a turnaround. Wu Yize was 4-1 down, came back to 4-all, missed the black, the frame at his mercy. Barry Hawkins hadn't potted a ball for over 50 minutes, but found something in reserve to claw himself back and turn this match on its head. Oh, wow.
Barry Hawkins, 3.
That red would have stopped Wu Yize coming back to the table. A tall order. 57 behind, 51 remaining.
It looked like the red went, mine, didn't it? I don't think he could quite get to the one that was below it. But it definitely looked like that red went to that left centre, so the frame is prolonged, the match is prolonged.
This is where the match turned again. This miss black. 59. That was to go 5-4 up actually. Well, the best shot from Barry Hawkins. He's left Wu Yize a chance at this red. Probably screw back for black here if he was taking it on. He'd like to leave the pink and blue where they are. No. And as he left it, is it coming over the middle? There may be a handshake. There may be a handshake. There is a handshake.